After studying the ocean currents of the Atlantic Ocean, let us study the ocean currents of the Pacific Ocean. Same things will apply. ऊपर वेस्ट विंड ड्रिफ्ट, यहाँ पे वेस्ट विंड ड्रिफ्ट. In the middle, we'll start from the warm ocean current. So in the middle, there will be an warm ocean current in the form of an north equatorial current. So there will be a north equatorial current in the northern hemisphere. Why it is being generated? Again, due to the rotation of the earth and the winds. It is generated due to the rotation of the earth. So you have a north equatorial current and also equatorial current in the southern hemisphere, that is the south equatorial current. I have the south equatorial current. So we have north and the south equatorial current. Okay, as we already know, in the middle, again I am rubbing this, equatorial counter current will be generated. Again repeating so that you don't make mistakes. Why it is generated? Due to piling up of ocean water on the western side. So due to the rotation of the earth, equatorial current in the direction opposite to the rotation of the earth. Rotation of the earth is from west to east. Therefore, east to west is the equatorial current, north equatorial current and south equatorial current. While in the opposite direction, due to piling up of water, therefore the current moves in the direction of the rotation of the earth. Opposite to the direction of equatorial currents is the equatorial counter current. Again, it is an warm current. So this is an equatorial counter current. Equatorial counter current. Why it is generated? Due to piling up of water in this direction, due to the piling up of water here in the along the western side of the Pacific Ocean or western side of any ocean. Now here this equatorial current, this north equatorial current then moves upwards to form an important warm current, which is similar to a Gulf Stream, which is similar to which is known as remember here, Kuroshio current system. It is known as an Kuroshio current. It is known as an Kuroshio current. This current is a warm current which is similar to the Gulf Stream. Now this Kuroshio current system, similar to a Gulf Stream, it goes upwards and gets bifurcated into number of currents. It gets branched out or bifurcated into the number of currents. Some current moves backward. Now obviously here it will be known as, which is this ocean we are doing? We are doing the Pacific Ocean, so it is known as a North Pacific Drift. It is known as a North Pacific Drift. So you see, there are not numerous current systems like Antilles, Florida. You have a single current which is known as an Kuroshio current and the extension of Kuroshio current as a North Pacific Drift. Now obviously, this is in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, a simple current system which goes along the eastern coast of Australia, which is known as East Australian current. Which is known as an East Australian current system. So you have the important warm currents here are Kuroshio current system, East Australian current system and the North Pacific drift system. Now here the cold currents. Now let us have a look at the cold currents. Very simple of the Pacific. This is Asia, this is Australia, this is North America, this is South America. How is the cold current system? Similar to a Labrador current, there is an west wind drift यहाँ पे in the northern hemisphere. This is known as an west wind drift. We have done it in the previous class. Some water of the west wind drift comes downwards to form here Oyashio current system, to form a cold current system in this region, which is known as an Oyashio current system. So I will rub this part now here, and I will write this Oyashio current system. This is an Oyashio current system. So this part is an Oyashio current. Through which strait it enters? It enters through a strait which separates Asia from America. It enters through a strait through which international date line passes. What is the name of that strait? It enters through a Bering Strait region. It enters through Bering Strait region. It is also, this Oyashio current is also known by the different name through an islands here, because these are the islands yahan pe, a smaller islands. This is also known by the name of a Kuril current. It is also known as a Kuril current or Oyashio current system. So it is also known as the name as a Kuril current, K-U-R-I-L-E. It is the name of an current system, Oyashio current system. Why the name of a Kuril current? Because of the presence of an islands known as Kuril Islands here. So what are these Kuril Islands? These are the smaller islands in this region which are known as a Kuril Islands. What is the importance of these Kuril Islands? Kuril Islands are a disputed region, is a disputed region between Japan and Russia. So this Oyashio current is also known as Kuril current. You remember Kuril Island dispute. Kuril Islands is a dispute between Russia and Japan. Russia and Japan. It is a dispute between the Russia and Japan. Now, similar to the mixing of the Gulf Stream and the Labrador current system, here this current system mixes along with the, this current system mixes along with the Oyashio and Kuroshio current system mix along the coast of Japan in this region, again making this region one of the richest fishing grounds of the world. Similar to the Grand Banks region, yahan pe along the coast of Japan, this is the richest fishing ground of the world. Why is Japan famous for? Japan is famous for catching whales. That is whaling. In fact, now because of the extinction of whales due to overfishing in the Japan region, there is an international ban on whaling. So the Japanese ship even go to the Arctic Sea region, even near Russia, or come near Australia for catching the fish. Because remember, Japan is 80% mountainous. It is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Agriculture is not important, so they will have to look to the sea for their food, and hence seafood is important in Japan, plus the mixture of warm and cold currents. Remember, the mixture of warm and cold currents is supported by the continental shelf. These are the richest fishing grounds of the world. Now this cold current then mixes with the North Pacific drift, and it comes downwards here as usual, which is similar to a Canary current. Now this current here is known as California current. This current here is known as an California current. So what are the currents of what are the important cold currents of North Pacific? Oyashio current system which is known as an Kuril current, and the California current system. Remember, the California current system supports the Californian desert or Mojave Desert and the Sonoran Desert of the Mexico. So this entire region is a desert and semi-desert region. This is a Sonoran Desert of the Mexico, and this is the Californian desert system over here. So the Californian current, this is the desert. If you remember, what is the name of a desert in the California? Californian desert, Sonoran Desert of Mexico. Now similarly in the southern hemisphere, west wind drift. There is no current such as Falkland current because down there is no island, there is no land to divert the cold west wind drift, since nothing like a Falkland current, but here it gets diverted upwards. It gets diverted upwards, resulting into formation of an Peruvian current. This Peru current is also known as an Humboldt current. This Peru current is also known as an Humboldt current. So these are the currents of the Pacific Ocean. Repeating again, what are the currents of the Pacific Ocean? North equatorial and south equatorial counter current, west wind drift, common all over the world. There is a warm current which is known as a Kuroshio current system. Remember, confusing is Oashio and Kuroshio. See, remember, warm starts with K, WK, and cold, COLD. O is there in cold and O is there in Oashio current system. So Oashio current system is the cold current, while Kuroshio current system is the warm current system. COLD, cold. O may Oashio, there is O, so the Oashio current system is a cold current system, while the other is the Kuroshio current system is the warm current system. So what are the warm current system? Kuroshio current system in the northern hemisphere, and the continuation is known as the North Pacific drift. While in the southern hemisphere there is an East Australian current, pretty simple to remember, the eastern part of an Australia. While the cold current system are same like Labrador current system, we have an Oashio current system. Oashio and Kuroshio meet. Oashio current system enters through the Bering Strait region. Yahan pe there is a one cold current near the Alaska, which is known as an Alaska current. There is one cold current here, which is known as an Alaska current. In this region, along the coast of Alaska. And then there is an Californian current in the northern hemisphere. While in the southern hemisphere there is a Peru or Humboldt current. What is this Peru or Humboldt current is one of the most important part here, because yahan pe there is the driest desert in the world, which is known as an Atacama desert. Driest desert in the world, which is known as an Atacama desert. There is the driest desert in the world, which is known as an Atacama desert. So this is the general idea of the currents of the Pacific Ocean. Now see one very interesting fact. Sometimes after some gap of some years, due to some factors which we are going to study as a separate topic, due to some factors, this Peruvian current disappears. It is due to the extra warming, global warming, or extra warming of the southern Pacific Ocean. This Peruvian or Humboldt current disappears. It is a cold current, it disappears, and in its place a warm current comes. Obviously, warm current will come from the northern hemisphere, from the equatorial region. This warm current which comes after some year gap, 7 years gap, but now due to the increasing global warming, it is coming more frequently. This comes in the month of December around Christmas, and this is known as a child of a Christ, or a current system which is known as an El Nino. So what is an El Nino? Though we are doing it as a separate topic, remember, El Nino is a warm current in the southern part of an Pacific Ocean. So during the formation of an El Nino, due to the coming of an El Nino, the southern part of the Pacific Ocean, in which regularly there is a cold current known as Peruvian current, it disappears, and a warm current comes known as an El Nino. Whenever the warm current comes in any region, I will now rub this. Whenever a warm current comes in this any region, what does the warm current do? If this is an area, warm currents, because of the coming of a warm current, a low pressure zone develops. Because of the low pressure, the air rises upwards and there is a very heavy rainfall in this region. So the Atacama Desert, which is the driest desert in the world, receives very heavy rainfall during the El Nino year. This El Nino changes the dynamics of the ocean. So this also affects the Indian Ocean, that is this part. This Indian Ocean made a high pressure system is not developed, and therefore because of the no development of high pressure system, look here now, this high pressure system is not developed, and due to as the high pressure system is not properly developed, therefore even in India the rainfall is affected, because India there is a low pressure, and and the air always flows from high pressure to low pressure. In fact, in the monsoon, you remember how is the monsoon winds cause this high pressure, they cross the equator, come to India as a low pressure. But due to El Nino, this entire ocean is warm, because it is caused due to warming up of the southern Pacific. Even the southern Indian Ocean remains warm, therefore there is a low pressure system, a proper pressure system is not developed, and therefore during the El Nino, air cannot flow from low to low. Therefore El Nino badly affects the monsoon in India. That is, El Nino is associated with drought-like conditions in India. It is associated with drought or negatively affecting the monsoon in India. So what is an El Nino? In the place of a cold Peruvian current, a warm ocean current develops in the southern Pacific. Such an warm ocean current is known as an El Nino. What El Nino does? El Nino changes everything. The Atacama Desert, which is the driest desert in the world, receives very heavy rainfall. So people यहाँ पे in the year of El Nino can take cotton, sugarcane and bananas. These are the tropical crops which require very heavy rainfall. In fact, sugarcane is the most thirsty of all crops. That means the requirement of a sugarcane, water requirement of the sugarcane is highest. People can take that in the Atacama Desert. But it affects India. It causes drought in India because extreme warming of the Pacific Ocean. Now, sometimes the Pacific Ocean becomes so cool that is extremely cold Peruvian current develops. So instead of one line, I am showing you more lines so that you can understand this as an extremely cold Peruvian current. That means this is an extremely cold Peruvian current. So there is an intensification of cold climate here. Such an extremely cold Peruvian current is known as La Nina. La Nina is the cousin sister or sister of El Nino. El Nino is a child of Christ. Why? Because it comes in around Christmas in the southern hemisphere. Obviously, it is a summer season in the southern hemisphere during the Christmas, while for us in the northern hemisphere is a winter season. Now, sometimes El Nino comes, while on other times intensification of a cold climate or cold conditions, or a very intense cold Peruvian current which is known as an La Nina. Or what will it do? La Nina, due to extreme cooling up of a southern Pacific Ocean, even the Indian Ocean becomes very cool. That means extreme high pressure develops in this region, in the Indian Ocean region. Air goes always from high pressure to low pressure, and therefore La Nina is associated with heavy rainfall during Indian monsoons. Monsoon in India. It is associated with heavy rainfall with the monsoons in India. So this is how the ocean currents are. I hope that while doing the ocean currents, you are also understanding that what is the importance of an ocean current, so that we will go through that topic very fast. So these are the ocean currents. Again I am rubbing and writing the normal ocean currents of the Pacific Ocean. So the normal ocean currents are the Peruvian or Humboldt current. Humboldt current. Why the name Humboldt current? Because it is given under the name of Humboldt. He was a geographer who made many important discoveries in geography. He was a kind of a geographer who was not an armchair geographist but was a field geographer. That means to study the volcano, he used to climb on the top of a volcano to study the volcanoes. To study the Amazon rainforest, he swam through the Amazon river and he discovered a current system in this region, and therefore it is known as an Humboldt current. Otherwise the name is a Peruvian current. So these are the general currents of the Pacific Ocean. Remember the abnormal conditions: El Nino, warm current, and La Nina, extremely cold current. Till the time we meet the Indian current system, with the Indian current system in the Indian Ocean, revise your NCERT, the currents of the Pacific Ocean, and look at it and keep this in mind. Remember this. Till the time we meet again, thank you very much.